Hello, everyone. This is your market update for Friday, September 12th, 2025. Today at 10 a.m., we're going to get the preliminary reading for consumer sentiment for September, expected at 58.1. Next week's going to be a big week, mostly focused here on Wednesday, the Fed announcement at 2 p.m., followed by Chairman Powell's press conference at 2:30. And then Thursday, I'll be watching the initial claims. They spiked to 263,000, which is almost a four-year high. That could be some of those federal jobs. Some of them took the buyout where they were going to get paid through September. So we could see a temporary spike in initial jobless claims as those people file for unemployment. Over to the FedWatch tool, currently pricing in a 92.5% odds for a 25 basis point cut and just a 7.5% odds for a 50 basis point cut next week. Looks like we're pricing in another 25 basis points in October and then probably one more here in December. Over to the charts, gold currently trading at $3,678. Got that nice breakout from the triangle pattern, and prices are just consolidating. I don't know what to expect ahead of next week's Fed announcement. We could see just a pause in the trend or a pullback, but overall, I think prices are probably still headed towards that 3,800 target, which was the depth of the triangle. Over to silver, currently trading at $42.56. I was looking for an interim cycle low around September 9th. That's basically 26 trading days from the prior lows, and that puts us here. That could be, we did get a closing low that day. That could be an interim cycle low. Usually I like to see prices close below the 10-day EMA. They did not, but this could just be a pause in the trend. Right now, I just want to see some upside follow through above $42. Recently, futures hit a high of $43, and close above that level would be encouraging and support a run, breakout run towards maybe $45 over the near term. Platinum currently trading at $1,402. Held support here around $1,360 in futures. We're going to see here we need to get a close above Tuesday's high, which was basically $1,407 to form a swing low, and then we'll need some upside follow through above the 1465 level. And then ultimately, we still got to take out the July high to make a higher high and maintain this uptrend. Over to GDX versus gold price, we finally closed above the 0.019 level. Haven't done that really since 2022, but still, gold miners have to rally another 10% relative to the price of gold just to get back to the highs we saw in 2020 and 2016. But ultimately, I think they will get there, and then I'm looking for a breakout above that level to confirm a new bull market in gold miners. Over to the monthly chart of gold, currently up 5.39%. I wanted to point out we had a spike here above the 10-month exponential moving average envelope back in April, and I thought that was going to lead to a pullback to the 10-month EMA. It has in the past multiple times. If we go back here, we basically tagged it here in 2003, pulled back to the 10-month EMA, exceeded it here in 2006, had a sharp pullback that briefly dipped below the 10-month EMA. Exceeded it here again in 2008, pulled back all the way to the lower boundary here. Touched it here in 2009, came back to the 10-month EMA, and again in 2011 came back to the 10-month EMA, and then most recently here in 2020. So we exceeded it here in April of this year, and I thought for sure we were coming back to the 10-month EMA, and we did not. So that is a pretty rare occurrence, and I think that shows that this is a very strong bull trend in gold. Unfortunately, we did not get another buying opportunity after the April peak, and I think we will here sooner or later, but it may not come until next year as prices remain overbought. Over to Bitcoin, currently down about 0.3%. I wanted to point out we do have progressive closes above the 50-day EMA, and I think this could be the beginning of that final rally into the fourth quarter. I'm looking for maybe a top in October or November. But I think we'll see one more rally to new all-time highs before this rolls over into a 12-month bear market. So I think we'll still see a 4-year cycle peak here in the coming months, and then that'll roll over into a significant decline. Typically, prices correct a minimum of about 70%. So we'll see where prices finally peak, but I think we still got one more rally here in Bitcoin. So that's it for now. Have yourself a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you later.